Good evening, everyone. My name is Kiss Allen Glover. I am the Dean of Enrollment Management here at Harry S. Truman College. I was excited to receive this email. I'm an avid reader. Um, Basically, it's oftentimes short reads, things that offer some words of affirmation, things that I could read and incorporate in my life right away. Um, Books that take me into deep thought, allow me to transform thoughts and processes into my everyday life. And so the book that I'm currently reading is Mind Plus Grind. It's a thinker's guide to practical spirituality. It's by Gavin R. Jackson, Mind Plus Grind, a thinker's guide to practical spirituality, by Gavin R. Jackson. It's interesting because for the word spirituality, I think what the book does for me is it takes the scripture and makes it extremely digestible and relates it to everyday life and walk and talk. And so it gives me action items and it gives me the ability to incorporate these thoughts into my everyday world. How does the book make you feel and what is the mode? Uh, it makes me feel great. It takes me back. It talks to me about Samson and Delilah and what's the true story behind his strength and some of the things that he was challenged with and how in my everyday life those same things happen, but then give me practical ways of thinking and how to make that information digestible. It puts me in an empowering mode. It puts me in a mode that says, yes, if I had my cell phone and the battery was low, I would stop and charge it. And so, what the book, that analogy says, stop and charge yourself from time to time. Th- 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 that's the whole premise here. What did you think of the author, the subject matter, the perspective, or approach? The interesting part is about 6 months ago, I was a facilitator of a book club, and this was one of the books. And the gentleman came, and I had a chance to read through the book and then sit down with him and have him kind of talk about what his thoughts were. I have access to him as well, if that was ever something that we wanted to do, but it was excellent. I got to pick his brain chapter for chapter. And I actually had to slow down because we had a rather large audience. And I had read it so in depth that I had so many questions and so many comments that I had to kind of pull myself back a little bit and share the stage. Excellent, excellent, excellent read. Did you learn anything or change your view about anything as a result of reading this book? I did. It's my go to. It's my go to when I begin to think about communities. It's my go to when I begin to feel sorry for myself. Sympathy. I learned that sympathy versus empathy are two different things. It's my go to when I want those affirmations that I'm not overthinking. And it's a process to getting to the main thought or making the main thing the main thing. And so this is a reference guide for me in my everyday life. And so when I got the email, I was really excited to share these thoughts. Um, One of the main quotes, it talks about faith is effectively useless if we can't demonstrate it when it counts in our life and affairs. That demonstration requires that one must elevate one's own thinking and then use that elevation to inform intentional work. That is the undefeated formula of the mind plus grind. When our efforts are charged with a higher consciousness, we will no longer struggle. We may work hard, but that's not the same as struggling. For instance, a duck would struggle to climb a tree, but a duck doesn't struggle to swim or fly. Even if it works hard to swim or fly, it doesn't struggle because that work is in alignment with its natural design. The understanding of our natural design lies in the spiritual understanding, and our triumph lies in the application thereof. So let's bring that scripture to everyday practical use for our right here and right now better living. That's it. Thank you so much. I had a ball. I'd love to be a part of this book club and this concept. Please reach out to me at kglover31 at ccc.edu. I have plenty of kissisms for everyone. Peace.